Your Needham Rockets in there.
From Memorial Field on the campus of Needham High School, Weymouth Community Access brings you high school football action as the Wildcats of Weymouth High take on the Rockets of Needham. Good evening, everyone. Mark Ducharme to call you play-by-play. These have been the two best teams in the Bay State Carey Conference for the last 4 or 5 years, and they square off in a battle here today as the Wildcats winning the toss and deferring to the second half. As it shapes up, it should be a dandy of a football game. It's Weymouth and Needham going at it in this game. As come up with the opening kickoff in just a moment. You're watching Weymouth High Football and Weymouth Community Access. As Tyler Mulcahy to kick off for the Wildcats, Dan Pierce and Ian Riley await the kick. As the Wildcats in the traveling maroon and with the white shirts, as it's going to be Pierce inside his 10, trying to go to the middle and gets it out to about the 23, and John Hatchie brings him down right there as Needham will have the football at their own 23. As the Rockets, similar to the Wildcats, they both have gone mostly to the spread offense as Drew Burnett, who will be the quarterback for the Rockets, as he goes Mike Vespa and Ian Riley as his backs. And Dan Pierce and Mark Riley are the key receivers for the Rockets, who have it at their own 25 to begin the game. There's no stands here on the home side, and movement by the Needham line as the left tackle for the Rockets raised up Patrick Curran. So it'll be 1st and 15.
Flag before the play, false start on the play against Needham. The 5-yard penalty, repeat the down. 1st and 15.
Now the Wildcats a week ago doing the job up in Gloucester with a solid workmanlike effort as they face the Rockets, who come off a win over Braintree. On 1st and 15. As it's going to be Ian Riley cutting it back, and Riley getting it out back to the original line of scrimmage. John Hatchie bringing him down. As a 2nd and 10 coming up. Mike Vespa and Ian Riley, 3-year starters. Drew Burnett got a lot of work last year against Weymouth as he came in relief and threw the ball well, but the Wildcats were able to keep him under control when they needed to. 2nd and 10 coming up. Couple of receivers to the near side. Burnett, play action. Colarusso forces the issue on the blitz and nearly got the sack as Ozzie just came barreling through and made the Drew Burnett release the ball a heck of a lot quicker than he wanted to. And 3rd and 10. As the Wildcats made some change-ups as far as this one goes, as on 3rd and 10 from the 25. Burnett, pressured by Bransfield, and picked off by Sean Wally. Sean Wally with a heck of a pick as Sean Wally gets his 3rd interception of the season. Wildcats get it at the Rocket 35 off the turnover and see what they do. Cam McLevich with Ronnie Homer as his running back. And the 4 receivers that have had good success so far. All 4 had multiple catches in the last 2 games. McLevich boots to the far side. Bailey Smith slips, but Curry recovers and completes it to the 25-yard line and close. As Curry is bumped out of bounds by Pierce, and it'll be 2nd and about a foot to go for the Wildcats. As they'll mark it about a yard short, 2nd and 1 coming up.
At the 26-yard line.
Now, as far as the play balance goes, the Wildcats have had it throughout the season. 76 passes compared to 67 runs coming into this one. Ronnie Homer, 1st down run to the 20. As Homer gets brought down on the play by Phil Kama.
Ball carrier, take it down on the play by Phil Kama.
So the Wildcats get it at the 20 with a first down, the first one of the game.
First down, it's 1st and 10 at the Needham Rocket 20-yard line. Pressure Dan Kavanaugh also in on the tackle as well for Needham.
McLevich, pressured, complete. Wally, run down at about the 9. As Sean Wally
Complete to Sean
pushed out of bounds by Dan Pierce.
Take it down on the
By
play
Sean
by
Wally.
Pierce.
Makes the catch. And McLevich is hit with his first 2 passes of the game, and it'll be second and about a yard to go. So both passes, 9 yards on first down to start the game.
At the 11-yard line.
Wildcats off the Wally interception, looking to get the first points of the game. Colarusso, first down at the 5. As Ozzie on the quick hitch is knocked down by Dan Kavanaugh. But not before Colarusso get the 4 yards and a first and goal for the Wildcats.
First and goal for the Weymouth Wildcats at the
Now the Wildcats
6-yard line.
looking to punch it in after the Wally interception. In a late afternoon game, it started out with sun, and we had nearly 80 degrees. Now a little bit of a breeze here. Is Homer to the right of McLevich. McLevich boots. Open, touchdown, Wally. Sean Wally
Down at Weymouth.
gets his 4th touchdown of the season, and the Wildcats get the first score of the game.
Sean Woolley.
And Tyler Smith will look to add the extra point.
Tyler Smith will attempt the extra point for the Weymouth Wildcats.
Wildcats, 7-0 lead as they take advantage of the Sean Wally interception.
7-yard
Now the Wildcats, after the pickoff by Wally, go 35 yards for the score. As Tyler Mulcahy to kick off. Spins it away of Pierce at the 5. Pierce trying to come to the near side, get some good blocking. Dan Pierce needs to get one more block, and he's going to be run down in Weymouth territory at the 42-yard line.
Take it down on the play by Weymouth's Tyler Mulcahy.
As Mulcahy will get credit for the tackle, and the Rockets get the great field position. Pierce did a great job in just getting it to the near sideline. So the Rockets in Weymouth territory. With the one back set, it is going to be in Riley behind Andrew Burnett. As they will get the chains officially set. Riley, no place to go because John Hatchie and Alex Casey form a greeting committee to come out and grab him for a loss of 1. Are actually back to the line of scrimmage. They will mark it 2nd and 10.
And 9 at the 41-yard line.
John Hatchie and Alex Casey doing the job and getting out there as the line collapsed and forced the issue. And 2nd and 10 coming up. Burnett gets pressured over the middle and overshoots his intended receiver, Mike Vespa. John Hatchie and Alex Casey on the blitz forced the quick pass, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
And 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now the Wildcats made no bones about it. They want to force Andrew Burnett to rush his throws. And so far, they have been able to do that to start the game. 3rd and 10 coming up. Burnett. Backside pressure from Harrison as he goes deep downfield. Touchdown. Nick Panapinto gets the touchdown, and the Rockets are within an extra point of tying it.
First and goal.
I thought he got in, but Pinto apparently did not. They'll mark it at the 3. First and goal. Good throw by Bernetti. Just had enough time to make the throw and get the first and goal situation. As Riley does get the touchdown, and the Rockets are able to, within an extra point of tying it.
Needham is Andrew Kingston.
Well, Andrew Brooks for the extra point. And the kick is good. 7-7 game, 8:16 to go in the first period. Andrew Morochik getting set to kick off as Ozzy Colarusso and Sean Wally await the kick. Now the Rockets, after the Dan Pierce kickoff return to 56 yards, go the final 41 and a high kick. Wally gives it to Colarusso on the handoff, and Ozzy gets it out to about the 25 as Ozzy just couldn't get it to the seam, as good coverage by the Rockets, and the Wildcats have it at their own 25 as they move the ball in their first possession for the touchdown of 35 yards after the Wally interception. Now Cam McClevich hit his first 3 passes. And Drew Burnett, with his first completion, did the job as from the 25. It'll be the Wildcats. McClevich trying to get away from the pressure and won't. Tim McCarthy as the second wave of pressure bringing down Cam McClevich. 2nd and 12 coming up. Well, Rockets able to get to the edge and cut the Wildcats off.
At the 22-yard line.
Wildcats try to stem the tide right here as they face the 2nd and 12. McClevich. Colarusso, the reception. Ozzy stays on his feet and gets loose. Ozzy looks for a block and gets cut down at the 45. Colarusso a step away from going a lot farther, but he gets 22 on the first down as Stephen Farlow brought him down. But Ozzy Colarusso on the slant makes the reception. So the Wildcats getting the first down to the 44. Well, both teams have shown an ability to move the football in this 2011 season. As on 1st and 10, Wally in motion. McClevich lopes it downfield for Corey Bailey-Smith, and it is knocked down in the play by Dan Pierce. Well, Cam McClevich trying to loop it and use Corey Bailey-Smith's high jumping ability, but the pass was not there, and it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. Inside handoff, it's Colarusso spinning loose for a second, and he's going to be dragged down after about a 3-yard gain as Ozzy just couldn't get away from Tim McCarthy, number 47. McCarthy just had Colarusso. 3rd and about 8 to go for the Wildcats on their 2nd possession of the game. McClevich, Bailey-Smith trying to spin away, won't. He'll be short of the first down. Corey was open, but he just couldn't spin away from the hit. And it'll be 4th and about 3 to go. As Nico Penitento, who set up the touchdown for the Rockets, makes the play. It'll be 4th and about 4.
And 5 at midfield.
And the Wildcats. You could see anything out of this. McLevich. Rugby kick. And Cam. Let's see where they'll mark it. Didn't get a heck of a lot on it. They're going to mark it at the 26. So Cam McLevich. And the Wildcats move it out to midfield, but stall out. Weymouth with its first punt since the first week of the season. And ironically, it was on their first possession. And then they went ballistic and just rattled off point after point against Milton in that game. Toss pitch. Riley, submarine by Ozzie Colarusso. Ozzie Colarusso just submarined Ian Riley before he could ever turn the corner in Alasa 5.
Second down, 13 for Needham at their own 23-yard line.
Well, Ozzie Colarusso just came up from his cornerback position, made the play. Second down. And they're going to say about 14 as Mark Riley moves over to the near side. And Burnett sets up the screen. Vespa's got room to run with the convoy in front. And everybody just ran away from Vespa, who gets it into Weymouth territory to the 42, flag down. Vespa had a convoy. He could run. It's just going to be a matter of who can make the play. And holding Needham. It'll be a first down for the Rockets, but it's going to be bringing the ball back from Weymouth territory, and it will be putting it at the Rocket 41-yard line. A well set up screen by the Rockets. John Hatchie finally made the play, but it was way downfield. But Vespa had plenty of room to run, and he had 3 blockers in front of him. From the 41, first down, Needham. Straight ahead as Riley gets it to, or check it, Vespa gets it out to about the 44. Debbie Crossan makes the tackle. As Seamus Callahan also there. Second down and 7. Now, the Wildcats want to force the issue, want to put the pressure on, but they've been nicked for a couple of plays so far. Fly sweep. Riley tries to turn the corner. There's Corey Bailey-Smith. Get him and lost him. And realistically, Ian Riley should have been brought down about a yard past the line of scrimmage as Klevich will run him out at about the 49 of Weymouth. And about 1 to go for the Rockets. Corey Bailey-Smith, who's a good tackler just that time, just didn't finish it. They're going to give a first down. Wow. No measurement, just a first down. Well, a good spot for the Rockets, and they keep the drive alive. Burnett, pressure from Crossan, comeback route complete. And a fumble on the play. As Ronnie Rosser got leveled, but it went right to a Needham player. And a break for the Rockets. Ian Riley just happened to roll to him. Rosser got rocked. And the Wildcats, Corey Bailey-Smith just a shade away from picking up the football. Riley, Bailey-Smith this time won't let him get loose. As Corey plays it to the whistle and bring him down for a loss. As Corey, from his free safety position, forces a loss of 2, 2nd and 12 coming up. Under 2 to go, first period. We're tied at 7 here from Memorial Field in Needham. Burnett, play action, pressure on by Murphy. Gets the screen back to Riley. Colarusso slows it down, gets help from Bransfield and Alex Casey, and it'll be a yard gain. The Wildcats scrambled back defensively and made the play. Riley looked like he was going to spin away from Ozzie Colarusso and couldn't. 3rd and 12 coming up. Well, the Rockets call timeout. 1:08 to go, opening period of play. 7-7 ball game.
12 at the 35-yard line.
At the 35 on 3rd and 12. Inside handoff, Vespa. McLevich brings him down short of the first down. He'll be brought down at about the 27. It's about 5 yards, 6 yards short, and it'll be 4th down. As Vespa, 3-year starter. And the Rockets have 4th and 5 coming up. And you get a feeling it's going to be quick hitches as far as the Rockets go.
4th down and 4 for Needham at the Weymouth 27-yard line.
Play action, Burnett. Dump out, Vespa. Shakes Harrison, does he get enough? They're going to mark it at the 24, 23, and depends upon the spot. Vespa brought down by David Harrison, and it's close.
Taken down on the play by Dave Harrison and John Hatchie.
And let's see what they will do. They're going to bring the chains across. You have to bring the chains across. And unfortunately, the way the setup is here, we're blocked. It's close. Vespa brought down by David Harrison. Not by much.
1st down.
Not by much. The Wildcats had it scouted. Harrison came up, and it was not well, we can't really tell.
23-yard line.
Where we are, it's really difficult. 1st and 10. Needham as they just keeping the drive alive. Burnett gets time and loops it out deep. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Needham!
Nick Penapento was wide open and scores. Andrew Morochik will try to add the extra point. 14-7 Needham with 8.5 seconds to go. Well, Andrew Morochik and the Rockets taking the lead for the first time in this game. As picked up by Ozzie Colarusso to the near side. Colarusso ducks down, bumped out of bounds as that will end the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play here from Memorial Field in Needham, it's the Rockets 14, the Wildcats 7. You're watching Weymouth High football on Weymouth Community Access.
36-yard line, and fans, that's the end.
Second quarter about to start here at Memorial Field. Mark Deschamps with you on Weymouth Community Access. The Wildcats at their own 36. And they trail for the first time in 2011 as the Rockets in their last 2 possessions score after turning it over on their first. McLevich gets hit, and for Corey Bailey-Smith, broken up on the play. As the pass not there in time as Nico Penapento, who's had a heck of a start to this one. With a touchdown reception, gets the breakup. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Stephen Farlow in on the quarterback coverage for Needham.
It's a matter of keeping your poise right now if you're the Wildcats. A drive for Needham just kept alive on a 4th down play that just made it by a matter of an inch. McLevich, pressure. McLevich spins away. Cam just can't get completely away as he gets it back to the 35 and loses 1. As Nussbaum just came barreling through and got McLevich on the blitz. It'll be 3rd and 11. The Wildcats moved it efficiently the first time, and even in the second time, and stopped themselves and faced 3rd and 11 here in this third possession. Just making the plays is going to be the key. It's just who executes better, and something that the Wildcats need to do. And McLevich comes around the corner. Cam will not get the first down, cut down at the 41-yard line by Dan Pierce. It'll be 4th down.
4th down
and 5.
and 5 at the 41-yard line.
Now Cam McLevich, the first punt, was about 25 yards, did the damage, and we'll see what they do here if they run the rugby punt again. Offsides, Needham. McLevich drills it downfield. Now it's going to be an interesting choice. And Kareem Bailey-Smith nearly kept it from going in the end zone, but it'll go into the end zone. It's Needham. Now we'll set up where they mark it.
Penalty is against Needham, offsides.
And it should be almost a first down. In fact, you look across field, first down Weymouth. A break for the Wildcats. A break for the Wildcats. They will take it and keep the drive alive. So the Wildcats at the 46. Cam, pressure. McLevich brought down by McCarthy for a loss of 10. And McLevich twisted his ankle and gets up a little gingerly. Well, you knew the Rockets were going to come off the edge as far as this one goes, and they have. Timeout Weymouth. Well, the Rockets have executed so far. Wildcats know what's coming, and just execution, and the Rockets done the job. It's 2nd and 19 coming up as the inside handoff goes to Colarusso. Forget it. Ozzie chopped down by Dan Pierce at about 35, and it loses 1. Well, this getting the break, and the Wildcats have gone backwards since getting the break, and it'll be 3rd down. Interesting call here on 3rd and 20. McLevich lofting it downfield. Bailey-Smith, and it in his hands and had it poked away at the last moment. Jake Murphy just got his hand on it, and it'll be 4th down. To be honest with you, I don't think Jake Murphy realized he got his hand in there. One of those put his hand up at the last moment, and it just was in the area, and Murphy did end up making the play, and it'll be 4th down. McLevich drills it high. And Bailey-Smith can't make the play on Pierce, but Colarusso can, as they'll put it down at the 40, and that's where the Rockets will have it. 35 yards in the punt, 10-yard return, first down Needham. And plain and simple, the Wildcats have to buckle down here and come up with the plays. After the good start, it's been downhill since. Counter play, getting good yardage for Ian Riley. Colarusso trying to hang on and get some help. Ozzie Colarusso hangs on, gets the help, but Ian Riley gets 20 yards, 21 for the first down. Well, the Rockets just found the opening, got the first down. And the Wildcats right now are being put back on their heels. Riley, Burnett, dropped. A break for the Wildcats. Jake Murphy was off and going, and Murphy could have gone the rest of the way. Made it a 39-yard touchdown pass. Instead, the Wildcats get a break, and it'll be 2nd and 10 coming up. Alex Casey put on good pressure. He might have rushed it just a little, but still Murphy, it was a catchable ball for plenty of yardage. As 3 receivers to the near side on 2nd down and 10. As on the play, Steve Bransfield runs into the middle of it and makes the stop. As Vespa just get bottled up by Sean Murphy and Steve Bransfield as the two combined to make the play 3rd and 12.
Correction at the 41-yard line. 3rd down and 12 for Needham at the Weymouth 41.
Well, the 3rd down plays, the Rockets have done a good job in the last 2 possessions.
It's empty.
Burnett, time. Quick out. Harrison right there to make the tackle. As it's Rosser on the out, and he will be brought down at the 30, and it'll be 4th and about a yard and a half. Rosser ran the out. Harrison made the stop right there. And this is just a matter of the old cliche, winning the battle at the line, and the Wildcats have to do it here. Ian Riley, no way did he get the first down. Stopped short as he crossed the 30. He had to get it to the past the 29. And that's no way. That is a bad spot. The Wildcats get the ball back, but that is a bad spot. In all sincerity, Ian Riley barely crossed the 30, and he was almost given the 29, and that was closer than it should have been. So the Wildcat defense buckles down with 6:39 to go in the first half. They got to get something going. So the Wildcats settle down defensively, make the play, and have the ball at their 29 with a first down, and down by 7. Tyler O'Brien on the sweep, cuts it back. Tyler O'Brien trying to get loose and close to the first down. He was down, and Tyler O'Brien, they're going to give it the fumble. They're going to give the fumble. It looked like Tyler was down, but Kevin McCarthy will get the ball. Tim McCarthy gets the fumble recovery. Well, the Wildcats just turned it back over, what they didn't need to do. Naturally, and just a question on that. So the Rockets at the Wildcat 40 after the fumble recovery, play action. Fake Wally on the pressure. Corey Bailey-Smith cannot get to the ball, but Sean Wally just came off the corner and almost got the sack. Sean Wally just came off the corner and almost came up with a sack. Drew Burnett did a good job in just getting the ball away. Wildcats haven't had a sack, but they've had a lot of pressure times. Burnett, inside handoff. Riley gets loose. Hatchie comes back and brings him down. A play that Needham has run effectively over the years, gets them a first down. As John Hatchie did the job.
Good for a Needham first down.
Well, the Wildcats, once again, have to come up big in that particular play. The Wildcats just were able to force a turnover on the first possession. Haven't had that chance since. Rockets have done a good job in giving Burnett that extra second. Vespa, nowhere to go. Alex Casey brings him down. But the good penetration on the play by John Hatchie to force the issue, and Casey wraps him up for a loss of 1, second down.
Second down and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Wildcats have made plays on first down, just haven't, except for the one last possession and the first possession, finished off. Riley goes in motion. Burnett, pressure. And Ian Riley, did he catch it? Yes. Ian Riley makes a heck of a catch. And let's make sure we got a touchdown. We might not. We got an official calling it back. Holding Weymouth. Decline, touchdown Needham. Well, Ian Riley comes back and makes a terrific catch, and the Rockets have a 20-7 lead. As Morochik will try to add the extra point.
For the Rockets is Andrew Kingston.
Morochik hits it. Cats have the work cut out for them. Down by 14, 21-7. There's Morochik to kick off for the Rockets. Take advantage of the fumble recovery by McCarthy. Wally picks it up at the 10. Sean Wally goes to the middle, looks to break loose, and Sean will get it out to the 36. Big possession. And that's not even understating it. Well, the Wildcats, after pass interception by Sean Wally, have not had much to speak about as far as this one goes. McLevich, quick 5 to Colarusso. Second down and 5 coming up.
41-yard line.
Well, still a long ways to go in this one. 4.5 to go in the clock running first half. McLevich had his pass deflected and intended for Curry Bailey-Smith.
Kerry Bailey-Smith incompletes.
Nico Penapento just was on the coverage, but at the line of scrimmage, the hand came up and the play was made. And you wonder on this third down play and how it pans out. If it's close to getting a first down with the Wildcats, well, we might have to roll the dice. McLevich out. Colarusso first down and crosses midfield as Ozzie run out of bounds in Needham territory. Well, they're not going to put him in Needham territory. It looked like Colarusso did get into Needham territory. As Murphy, they say we'll run it out. Mike Riley does the PA here. I think Colarusso get a little more than that, but apparently not. But it is a first down, and something Weymouth needed. And they keep going to the air, and Corey Bailey-Smith gets scissored, had to cover the football as he gets it too close to another first down as McCarthy brought him down.
Pass is complete to Kerry Bailey-Smith, taken down to the play by Dan Pierce.
Well, McClevich is an individual. When he gets hot, he goes on a tear.
Second and short for the Weymouth Wildcats at the Needham Rugged 42-yard line.
Ronnie O'Meara breaks through. Ronnie O'Meara off to the, or check it. Cam McClevich on a heck of a fake. Didn't matter. It's still a huge gain and a first down. Ronnie O'Meara had years of doing this. Ronnie O'Meara just executed the fake perfectly. But Cam McClevich turned the corner and took off for the first down to the 20, 22 yards for Cam and a first down.
Get the first down. It's first and 10 at the Needham Rugged 20-yard line.
Great fake by McClevich. And O'Meara this time with the football and down to the 16.
Ronald O'Meara, the ball carrier.
2:45 and counting, second down and about 5 for the Wildcats.
Second down. And is
Man, they need to get something in this drive.
at the Needham Rugged 16-yard line.
Ronald O'Meara dives across the 10 as he gets cut down on the play.
The ball carrier stopped at the play by Dan Pierce.
Danny Pierce, 35, makes the tackle, number 35, and Ronald O'Meara gets the first and goal situation for the Wildcats. They'll put it at the 8.
Needham Rugged 8-yard line.
And timeout Needham. 2:08 to go, first half of play, and Weymouth down by a 21-7 score and threatening here. Colarusso to the right of McClevich, O'Meara to the left on first and goal. Colarusso trying to hit the corner. Ozzie will get the corner for the touchdown.
Touchdown, Weymouth.
Ozzie Colarusso just turned the corner and scores, and the Wildcats are back within one score of tying this one. Tyler Smith out of the McClevich hold.
Extra point.
2 minutes straight up to go in the first half. It's been a slugfest so far. 21-14, Weymouth down by 7. Now it's Tyler Mulcahy to kick off for the Wildcats. Goes 64 yards and a couple of big plays in that drive. First down pass to Ozzie Colarusso. 22-yard run by Cam McClevich as it's high by Mulcahy. Dan Pierce has got a seam up the near side. Pierce breaks to the middle, and this is going to be a foot race.
Dan Pierce with the return for Needham.
Justin Williams had to bring him down at the 11. And if Justin Williams doesn't, the Rockets get the 2-score lead back. The kick was high, but everybody just got crashed to the side, and Dan Pierce right now has had 2 monstrous kickoff returns.
First and 10 for Needham at the Weymouth Wildcat 12-yard line.
Now, the Wildcats have hurt themselves here in this first half. Couple of mistakes on kickoff coverage. Turnover that led to points, and well, they get to change things here as Burnett boots to the far side and overthrows his intended receiver, Jake Murphy.
Pass intended for Jake Murrow.
Well, Murphy went along the back line of the end zone. The Wildcats just trying to hang on. It's one of those old-time cliches. You're hanging on by the fingernails and the ledge, and you're not trying to get pushed off. From the 12, second down. As screen to the near side for Mark Riley. Broken up on the play. Cam McClevich walked into the middle of it, but Burnett had to rush the throw, and it'll be third down.
Third down and 10 at the 12-yard line.
You're wondering, we are in the middle of a hill shooting this game, and you got to go around people. It's crazy how the setup is here. Ian Riley in motion. Burnett trying to get away from the pressure as Burnett gets cut down at about the 9. Clock will keep going. Crossan just hustled over with Alex Casey, and it'll be 4th and 8 at the 10, and Needham will look for Malachik to come on. Timeout. Not a bad call by Weymouth for 2 reasons. Some time left with the football, and also to set up everything if there's a fake or anything run here in this 4th down play. Morochik. At the 16, it'll be a 26-yard attempt right to left. And Morochik gets it. Well, the long kickoff return by Pierce sets up a touch field goal, and Needham 24-14, and what could have been even a great deal worse as far as everything went is that particular situation. Sean Wally and Ozzie Colarusso wait Andrew Morochik's kickoff as he gets the 26-yard field goal. The Wildcats considering getting up the ball at the Needham at their own 12, and that goes out of bounds. Not what Morochik wanted to do. Procedure on Needham, and let's see if Kevin Mackin wants the Rockets to kick it again. Ozzie Colarusso and Sean Wally have the Weymouth touchdowns here in this first half. As Morochik will try again and see how he does it from the 35. Wally takes it at his 12. Wally looking for the far side, and Sean gets loose for a moment and gets it out to about the 31. Sean Wally. And Weymouth will have 58 seconds to play with and see how they work it. They do have the decision as far as getting the ball to begin the second half. They only have 2 timeouts remaining in this first half, and trailing by 10, 24-14. As McClevich. Bailey Smith run out of bounds, stopping the clock at the 41. That should be a first down, and depending on the marking, and it is, by where we're broadcasting from. Well, I'll tell you, that is just a frustrating spot. It's McClevich. Colarusso, great catch, and into Needham territory as he goes out of bounds at midfield. As Cam McClevich and the Wildcats trying to push the pace. 49 seconds left. As McClevich. Can't get away from McCarthy from the backside, who brings him down. It's a 2 on the play for Cam McClevich. Well, McClevich had a couple of people open, but got the pressure and couldn't get himself free from it. That'll be second One of the great lines in football, a long 12. As far as the distance goes, the long distance. Cam McClevich. Curry Bailey Smith open. Bailey Smith and just bowls his way out of bounds with 38.2 seconds left at the Needham 37-yard line as McClevich and Bailey Smith work it perfectly for the first down. One thing the Wildcats have done is worked on their 2-minute offense.
They'll take their blitzes off.
McClevich. Colarusso trying to run out of bounds, and Ozzie doesn't as he gets it to the 34, and Wildcats want to get back to the line and spike it. 29 seconds left. 19 seconds left, and McClevich throws it down a little dangerously. 3rd and 6, 14 seconds left. Wildcats, by my count, have a timeout left. They want to get it scoring position, way away from it, 33-yard line. They need to get it to have a good chance down inside the 20, and we'll see how they play it. 3rd and 5 coming up. McClevich pass deflected, and boy, Ian Riley fortunate after the whistle. Now 4th and 5, and the Wildcats going for it. 10 seconds left. Anything Weymouth has to go, it's got to be downfield quickly. But they can get a chance to use their timeout. Incomplete, and the drive comes to an end. Well, the Wildcats considering, and we'll get the ball to begin the second half. That was one of those situations where trying to run it.
It's 1st and 10 for Needham at their own 33-yard line.
Burnett will just put the knee down to end the first half. In the first half that Needham executed better than the Wildcats. That's all there is to it. After one half of play, 24-14, the Rockets lead the Wildcats. You're watching Weymouth High Football and Weymouth Community Access. Now the Wildcats have their work cut out for them. Begin the second half trailing 24-14. They're at Memorial Field in Needham. Mark Deschamps with you. Andrew Morochik kicking off for the Rockets. As Ozzie Colarusso and Sean Wally await the kick. And a pooch kick. What a catch by Danny Pierce. That was just executed perfectly. And they'll put it at the Weymouth 41. That was just perfectly executed. And if you don't go to the ball, and Pierce went to the ball, that was all there was to it. And the Rockets make a huge play. And could be a backbreaker if the Wildcats don't come up with the stop.
1st and 10 for the Rockets.
Now the second line just didn't make the play. Ian Riley in trouble, gets loose. Ian Riley dumped by Curry Bailey Smith at the 34-yard line. And a gain of 7. Now it'll be 2nd and 3 coming up. That was perfectly executed. The onside kick. It was nothing you could do. You just had to be aggressive with the ball. The Wildcats weren't, and the Rockets were. Well, the Wildcats have a lot of work in front of them, and they have to start now. Burnett, pressure, and ups it off, almost off the deflection. Picked up by Brian Balonis. As
Third down and 3 at the 34-yard line.
Nico Pinto just was the intended receiver. It'll be third down. And long 3 for the Rockets. Oh, Morochik just beautifully done on the onside kick. He just get it up with enough loft. Vespa, pitch, first down to the 28.
Mike Vespa, the ball carrier.
Now the convoy came out and led Mike Vespa to the 28 and a first down.
And with that run for the Rockets, that is good. For Needham.
Well, the Rockets have had one long drive in this one. They've had 2 very short ones. Special teams have been the key. On the ground again, it is Vespa. Gets drilled at about the 16 by John Hatchie, but not before he gets 12 yards and another first down. And the Wildcats are just trying to hang on, and right now, and not having good success.
That's good for another Needham first down. First and 10 for the Rockets at the Weymouth Wildcats 17-yard line.
Now, Needham's just executed perfectly. Vespa. Back to the line, maybe a yard, as Hatchie brings him down. One, maybe 2 on the play, 2nd and 8, they'll say. This has always been a frustrating place for the Wildcats over the years for some strange reason. Burnett in the shotgun. He's done a good job in avoiding pressure, just getting rid of the ball at times. And Burnett from Murphy, the pressure, caught, and a touchdown. Nico Pinapento just got in there. Sean Murphy got up, had the pressure, and Pinapento gets in for the touchdown.
Into the end zone for a Rocket touchdown.
So the 15-yard touchdown pass, and Needham up by 16. And Morochik will try to add to it. Special teams give the Rockets a short field to move, and they go up by 17. 2 41-yard drives and a 30-yard drive. Rockets have had the field position between special teams and turnovers, as that's pooched and will head out of bounds. Short fields for the Rockets, and they've enjoyed taking advantage of it. Touchdown pass, Sean Murphy, good pressure. Pinapento just found himself open on the slant and just got in between the Wildcat defenders, strolled in, and the Rockets up by 17. And they've made the plays. They decisively made the plays, and as well as Weymouth did things last week, today they are not. Offensively, they've done some things, and defensively, they've killed themselves as they will go on the kickoff return. As Justin Williams gets it out to the 30 and gets dumped. Justin Williams and the Wildcats going to go 70 yards. First and 10, Weymouth at its own 30. Ronnie Homer on the inside handoff, bowls out to the 35 as he just put the head down and gets 5. McCarthy And Danny Sheehan on the tackle, but the Wildcats, for the rest of the game, you know that they got, if they're going to win this one, have to score basically on every possession. And defense is just got to come up with the plays. And just the adjustments that were talked about at halftime, but that onside kick could be the backbreaker as far as this one goes. McLevich, dump off, and it'll be incomplete as he tried to get it on the out to Sean Wally, and it'll be third down. Third and 5 coming up. And it's, we're in the third quarter. You got to start saying every play is bigger and bigger. McLevich gets hit, has it picked off. Danny Sheehan on the interception. 1st and 10, Rockets at the Weymouth 41. And it's all the old cliche of the wheels coming off the bus. Right now, the wheels are just coming off at an accelerated pace. And this has been ugly, 41-yard line. Glevich got pressured, got hit as he delivered it, and the play just didn't materialize, and first down, Rockets at the 41. Wadman offsides, 1st and 5 coming up.
Offsides called against Weymouth for the Rockets.
Oh, the Wildcats are
36-yard line.
getting hammered at the moment, and they have got to figure out a way to respond as on 1st and 5. Timeout Needham. Ugly start to the second half, finds Weymouth down by 17.